Welcome back. You're watching Daily Mirror, shifting our focus to poll-bound Karnataka, where after days of uproar over its Bajrang Dal ban pitch and a subsequent backtrack, the Congress today sought to change the narrative back to the 40% commission allegations against the BJP. Now, the Grand Old Party pumped ads in several newspapers in Karnataka with the title Corruption Rate Card. This rate card details commission allegedly sought by BJP for various posts in the state. Similar to that. Now, a press conference called by the Congress saw leaders of the party holding up various dailies with the 40% commission rate card as well. In fact, on the other hand, senior Congress leader Pawan Khera, after the press conference, he spoke about how elections are about various issues and that the 40% commission charges need to be given due importance.
First of all, I want to ask you, we're seeing that, the Bajrang Dal issue, ever since the Congress launched its manifesto, has just been blown out of proportion. There's been a lot of back and forth by the BJP as well as the Congress. Today, we're seeing the Congress trying to reimpose, the whole corruption issue, multiple issues again. You've advertised in various papers as well. Where did that focus get lost in between, sir, if we would say so?
In any election, there are several issues that parties take up. That was also an issue, and these are very important issues. We've been talking about 40% Sarkara for the last several months, 4 months, 5 months. So to say that this is not an issue would be cheating the people. The people of Karnataka know that 40% Sarkara is a major determinant of who they vote for on the 10th.
On the other hand, the Congress continued to firefight the controversy over its Bajrang Dal ban pitch. Now, party MLA and former KPCC chief Dinesh Gundu Rao spoke about the action against outfits that disturb peace. He also said that because law and order is a state subject, they are entitled to take action against such entities.
Of not only PFI and Bajrang Dal, there are so many other organizations which are involved in activities which are breaking the peace, creating disturbance and law and order problems, and taking law into their own hands. So all that will because the security of the state is law and order is a state subject. So the state is entitled to definitely take action on that.
Meanwhile, BJP continued to mount pressure on the Congress over the Bajrang Dal issue. Now, Prime Minister Modi in Bali led the attack against the Congress. He invoked Lord Hanuman once again in his speech and said that the Congress is shivering out of fear. He also said that the Grand Old Party was a problem with him chanting Jai Bajrangbali.
और अब तो कांग्रेस की हालत इतनी बुरी है, उनके पैर कांप रहे हैं और इसलिए कांग्रेस को मेरे जय बजरंगबली बोलने पर भी आपत्ति होने लगी है। तुष्टीकरण के लिए कांग्रेस किस हद तक जा रही है, ये देश और कर्नाटका के लोग देख रहे हैं।
Prime Minister Modi also countered Congress's 40% commission charge in his address. After invoking Rajiv Gandhi in his speech, Modi said the Congress to this day is an 85% commission party, which has in turn destroyed Karnataka.
कांग्रेस 85% कमीशन वाली पार्टी है। आज भी कांग्रेस की पहचान 85% कमीशन खाने वाली पार्टी की है। कांग्रेस की इसी संस्कृति ने कर्नाटका का बहुत नुकसान किया है।
In fact, Union Minister Smriti Irani too attacked the Congress. She hit out at DK Shivkumar on the Congress manifesto. She said that the Congress is equating a terrorist organization, the PFI, to a Hindu organization, the Bajrang Dal, and sought clarification over the same.
And is it the position of Mr. Shivkumar that the Congress manifesto is a lie in totality? Is Mr. Shivkumar's and the Congress leadership's position that nobody in Karnataka should believe the Congress manifesto? Their manifesto is not a lie. Then the manifesto says that they will try and ban a Hindu organization, and they've compared a Hindu organization to a terrorist organization. PFI has been accused of, and it has been proven, that it tries to create terror network in the country. Why does the Congress party feel that those who believe in the Hindu way of life are to be brought to at par with terrorist organizations? So clarity is needed. If Mr. Shivakumar says that the manifesto is not right, then is everything about the Congress manifesto wrong?
My colleague Neha joins me live on the broadcast for more inputs on this. Neha, good evening. Clearly just a few days to go for the elections, but there are many, talking points over here. But talk to us about the fact that the Congress, in a sense, may have opened a Pandora's box with the fact that they did, of course, state about banning the Bajrang Dal. Now they're on the back foot, going back to the 40% Commission Sarkara campaign as well.
Well, Nivedhana, one thing that's quite interesting in Karnataka and, as unfortunate as it might be, is that elections this time around are going to be fought using the communal card, using the caste card, using the religion card. As far as development is concerned, very evidently it's taken a backseat. Now, let's talk about the Congress manifesto and where this entire controversy began. Well, we saw the Congress, releasing its manifesto, and in the manifesto there was a point that spoke about the Bajrang Dal that very clearly went on to say that if at all any organization is found indulging in hate crimes, then in that case, appropriate action would be taken against them, possibly including a ban. Now, while mentioning the ban, they've also spoken about organizations like the PFI and the Bajrang Dal. Now, having said that, a question that's pertinent that the Congress party raised over here is that if organizations like the Bajrang Dal are not indulging in hate crimes, then why is it that they're afraid of a ban being imposed? Now, that's one aspect of what the Congress has defended. Coming to what the BJP said, clearly they've latched on to this. They've slammed the Congress party. They've gone on to say that, of course, the fact is that today Congress is trying to polarize and create a big issue out of this entire thing. Now, Nivedhana, we've heard from the BJP, we've heard from the Congress as well, we've heard their defense also. The fact of the matter is today, if it's to be taken up legally and looked at, a state government over here in concern cannot really ban an organization is what experts from both the Congress as well as the BJP have admitted to. The fact is that, yes, a state government can refer a ban to the central government, and it's the center then that, can decide to take a ban on this. As far as the state is concerned, they can just merely suggest or give a recommendation. Now, with that being said, this obviously raises questions of how any government which comes to power today in the state, the BJP, the Congress or the JDS, can take a step of banning any organization, essentially ruling out this entire argument itself. So, yes, while there was a Pandora's box that was opened up over here, it is, of course, important to remember that if this is going to be a poll issue for the people of Karnataka, we'll find out on May 13th.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Neha, for joining us on the broadcast and getting us all those details. Also making our viewers understand what they can expect from Poll Pound Karnataka. But for the moment, we leave it at that. But I'm also being joined in by Sudha Harkai, spokesperson of BJP Karnataka, and Samruddh Hegde, spokesperson of the Congress. Thank you both for joining us on Mirror Now and taking the time out. Sudha, let me come to you first. How does the BJP really read into this? Because even yesterday, what Gaurav Bhatia was speaking about the fact that the elections now for the Congress is being played on communalism as well as corruption. Is that what the BJP looks at this point of time?
And correct it that our manifesto is based completely on development and not on any other communal or any other aspect of the elections. Okay, one thing. Second thing is what they're talking about, the corruption, 40% corruption. My Prime Minister very well narrated to the whole nation today that it was the past late Mr. Rajiv Gandhi who had told that 85% of the amount where the beneficiaries had to receive, where it was there was a leakage in the system. Okay, so that has not happened with the BJP government, and 29 lakh crores amount has been transferred to the beneficiaries through the digital transformation. And to take it, Rahul Gandhi, he is on bail. Take it, DK Shivkumarji, he is having hundreds of crores of scam under him for acquisition, money laundering, and whatnot, I must say. And take it, Robert Vadra, he is having a case against him by Lokayukta for more than 1,000 acres of land in and around Bangalore, in Karnataka only, I'm saying. And this is, it's worth around 9,500 crores. So they have a legacy of corruption. Yeah. So where does we stand in corruption, you tell me? And they're talking about law and order. Look who is talking. They have awakened now. Huh? They're talking that we have to ban all those organizations which are disturbing the law and order. Then why didn't they take any step regarding the PFI? In fact, they protected the PFI. They closed all the cases against the PFI. They let down 1,700 people from the PFI. Where was law and order sleeping that time during the Congress government? Why
Let
did
me
they
take
close
that point
Lokayukta?
across
Why
to
did they close the
Samrudh as
Lokayukta?
well. Samrudh, how do you see that? Because that's not the first time that the BJP has stated that the Congress in the state has tried to protect the PFI earlier. But also, as you speak about that, do you really believe that going into elections, the people would really want to kind of go out there and vote on the basis of communalism as well as, the other regional pointers that one is looking at this point of time?
Thank you for having me on the show. The BJP are masters of trickery and deceit. So they have defrauded the people of Karnataka and they have looted the public exchequer. Their double engine has double-crossed the Kannadigas, and now the Prime Minister and his battalion of union ministers and chief ministers of various states have forgotten their constitutional duties, have prioritized being star campaigners of the BJP and have descended in Karnataka, trying to undo the mess that was created for the last 4 years by polarizing the election in 4 days. Now, let us take a brief look at the report card. The BJP came into power through underhand, corrupt, undemocratic means through the Operation Kamala. Then the Sri B.S. Yediyurappa was appointed as the chief minister, and his son assumed the post of unofficial super CM, and they went on to have rampant corruption in the government. Then during the corona pandemic, there was a bed allocation scam and the medical supply scam. Then they put the post of the chief minister up for sale for 2,500 crores, and Bommai took over as the chief minister, and thus began the 40% government. These 40% allegations were made by the Contractors Association and by contractors who committed suicide, who died by suicide and left a note. Then came the Bitcoin scam, the PSI scam. They took 30% from our mathas. They have committed a scam in each and every aspect of governance. In the last 4 years, they have provided maximum maladministration. And this is what Karnataka is going to vote on. The Karnataka is going to vote on the real issues.
Right, Sudha, would you want to come in, now, because we're also seeing those visuals of what the Congress did put out in terms of advertisements as well today. So how does the BJP really look at this? Do they find themselves in a bit of a muddle right ahead of the elections, which is, of course, just a few days away from today?
I would like to tell that they have put one more nail on their head now by putting all these advertisements, and which is completely against the election commission and the clause of the election commission. Very soon they'll be facing the consequences for this, first and foremost. Second thing, what they're talking about COVID. Do they really have that ethics to talk about COVID? My party, my prime minister, my CM they have done the best of their jobs day and night, and they have saved all of us, including you and me, whoever is sitting there outrightly speaking on this social media and doing the national channel, I mean. So, and not only in India, even to other countries, we have supplied vaccination, and very well, I should tell, very organizedly they gave the vaccinations. First, they started giving to the health workers, then to senior citizens, then to the youngsters, and see how meticulously they have planned and how organizedly it was done. And take it the manifesto now, they are giving the Paustik Ahar, that is half-liter milk and the other thing. So you tell me, the Congress people are giving, money. They're told, it's all sort of bribing 2,000, 1,500 and whatnot things. Did you ever think about the health of the people? Did you ever think about the education purpose? Did you think ever anytime about the empowerment? And talking about Mr. Santosh who committed suicide, please, till now I have not got any of the Congress spokesperson justifying why so many bureaucrats committed suicide during Mr. Siddaramaya's government. The people who are supposed to take law and order in their hands, the people who are highly intellectual, highly educated, and still now no action has been taken against the people who were responsible for them to commit the suicide. And this is the first kind of its time, first kind, I would say, in all these years that has taken place. And and I should never forget to tell this. See, in the past 56 years, Karnataka government had taken a loan of 1,56,000, whereas only during Siddharamaya's government, they had taken 2 lakh crore loan. Why was this? Where did all the money go? And none of the beneficiaries from the central government was reached to the people of Karnataka. Farmers received only 17 farmers lists were sent to the center for the Kisan Samman Yojana, whereas now 55 lakh farmers have received it, and 4 lakh houses have been built, 38 lakh tap connections have been given, 32 LPG connections have been given, and more than 40 lakh Sauchalyas have been constructed. What do they talk about? They can't even dream what we have done. Today, Karnataka is at the highest thing.
So that, let
we
me
have got the
interject you
highest
there, because if we
FDI
were
investment.
coming, drawing our focus back to the Congress manifesto, Samrudh, if you could also draw light,
And
do you
they
believe that
tell
the
about
Congress
banning
finds itself on a
Bajrang
back
Dal.
foot now?
Is Bajrang
Is it a
Dal,
Pandora box that the party did open by talking about banning of the Bajrang Dal, but now deflecting back to the 40% Commission Sarkara?
I'd like to say that all these are major issues. So as you played the audio clip before, all these are major issues that affect the state, and the Congress is committed to solving the problems of the people of Karnataka.
Right.
Now, what the Prime Minister has said is that he has compared my God, or Lord Hanuman, to the Bajrang Dal, which is a comparison which cannot be made and which is insulting to say the very least. Now, to come to the Congress guarantees, if they're talking about providing food to the people, why did they reduce from 7 kgs to 5 kgs? And now, why are they after making a blunder with Nandini and Amul? They are saying that they'll produce, that they'll give half a liter of milk to the people of the state. Why? And they're talking about LPG. Why didn't they talk about the rise in price of LPG? The price of LPG and petrol and diesel have tripled in the country and the state. Kannadigas are tired. Siddaramaya ji was the only person who provided a revenue surplus budget. Ma'am, I would like to remind you, during the 2013 to 18 rule of the Congress, we fulfilled 99% of our manifesto and our promises. How much percent did you fulfill? How many promises did you fulfill? Please put that out to the people. You have failed.
Was
this last 4
COVID
years.
during
And now,
the pandemic during your era of 13 to 18, irrespective of that, we have fulfilled all the necessary requirements to the people. One thing. And Bajrang Dal is not a terrorist organization that you have to ban it.
Ma'am, let me speak.
Yeah, speak.
Right.
Yeah,
In these last 4 years, you have failed
Right,
the people
Samrudh
of
as
Karnataka.
well as
and on a
Sudha. I'd have to interject you there, but thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast and sharing with us your point of view as the state goes into elections. But of course, one can only wait on May 13th and await what Karnataka goes in and decides on that day. But for the moment, we leave it at that.